It's going live. Hey, I think we're live. Hi, everyone. I
Okay,
have
okay.
Ericka here. She's also a nurse anesthetist in near Madison, Wisconsin. And today we have Eloise next to her. She just got back from work and
Yeah,
was kind enough to get on Facebook Live with us. So, Ericka, I was just going to ask you a few questions,
yeah,
and
let's do it.
I know you got a lot going on today too,
No
and
worries.
especially
We just have
so
Elsa, the ballerina, with
yeah,
us. You just
she
never know
could,
what's going to happen.
right? She could give us some
She
tips
got a
too.
new outfit. She's like an ice dancer, ballerina now. It's great.
Oh, so cute! I like that she
Okay.
yeah. um, so being CRNA, nurse anesthetists with like a lot of education that you guys went through, and you were a student also, and that's how I met you
I know I was going to say
back
you
in
were one of
Chicago.
the
I was one of
preceptors
the one,
when I was there, and Bob, and yeah, isn't that crazy?
and I tell you, the even the student nurse anesthetists, that I met, so smart and so driven. It's not for like someone with like. I mean, you really have to be committed person
Yes.
to put in
Yeah,
that
I mean, it's not for the
year
meek to
training.
do what we did for those many years and kind of give up your life for a little while. And,
Right.
but I love it. It'll always have been worth it no matter what, because I do really love what I do. And I've met some really amazing people from it,
Right.
which I wouldn't have without that. So,
So I was curious, like why did you even look into something else on top of working full time as a nurse
oh
anesthetist? I
shoot, did
know,
I lose you?
no, I hear you. I could hear you, but you're frozen. So, oh, Ericka, I don't know what happened. Hey, Megan, can you hear me? Can you see me, Megan, if you're on? But Ericka, if you want to just get off and then come back in, that's fine too. So, anyways, maybe I have to. Oh, Ericka, can you get on? Okay. Anyways, I'll do a quick intro for Ericka. Oh, she might just get back in here. So she had multiple surgeries, back surgeries, and knee surgeries, like total knees, and had a lot of pain issues too. And she is still. Hi, you're back on. All right, great, great. Um, Okay, now good. All right. So even with all of that physical pain with after surgeries and recovery period, you still decide to look into another stream of income on top of earning still, six-figure income. I know like people are thinking like, you guys are making six-figure incomes and why are you even looking into something more? Like, are you being greedy or why can't you just be happy being a CRNA? Which I was.
Right, that's so interesting. I've never even heard that, but I've often heard the like, why, how can you find something else that would make as much money? Right.
Yeah.
Or like, you went to all that school and now you're not going to do it. Like, those are the kind of things that I've probably heard before, and all valid. I mean, you feel what you feel. But I think, gosh, I missed whatever you said while my Wi-Fi ran out and had to put my quarters back in.
Just you had a lot of surgeries and then you had
Right. And that's been a big part of it. So I have been in network marketing for just about 5 years, and my daughter's 5. So that tells you the math on that. And so at the time that I really started like looking into it, I had actually Googled the phrase ways to make money at home. Like, I'll never forget that I put that in the search bar because I thought clearly there has to be a way to do this. Like, there has to be a way that I can work from home, make the money so that I don't have to take extra call, because even at that time, I'd only had a few surgeries by then. By this point, I've had 3 back surgeries. I had my knee replaced last year, rather unrelated to each other, but also my body's a bit of a like orthopedic disaster, gold mine, I suppose, depending on how you look at it. And I knew there had to be a way. And so what I came into was network marketing. And, it just seemed to me as like the perfect way to make this happen. I can rest my body. I can work from home, sitting right next to her. I can do it anywhere. And then the more I've learned about the industry, like when I first started, I didn't really know anything about it. Right. And that's what most people know, is that you just see what people post on social media. But can you let the dog in? It's like every time I'm on live, the dog has to go out. She needs a snack. I don't understand what that's all about. Right. Every single time. But the more I've learned about the industry, it's really like the most non-discriminating field you can be in, because you don't need any experience. You don't have to spend a lot of money on education. Like, I mean, my tuition alone for anesthesia school was, I don't know, something 40 something thousand. I graduated with almost multiple six figures. And that, it's hard to get ahead on that, which is really what I was looking to do. Like, my daughter was 6 months old. My son had passed away 2 years prior. And I think like a lot of people feel what I felt then 5 years ago, that I just couldn't exchange time for money anymore. Like, it's just not worth it to me. And this last year in 2020, so many people are feeling that way too. Or they're realizing that their paychecks aren't secure anymore, Eloise.
And that's okay. And like what I was gonna share about you is that you keep coming back. And I just felt like, oh my God, another surgery, another very painful recovery. She's just gonna be, barely, communicating with any of her friends, like, because people do shut down, when they're really down and out.
I mean, that's an interesting thing that you say, because I know, like, each time I've talked to you and you're like, oh my God, you're doing it again. And I'm like, yep, this is just, there's like these peaks and valleys in my physical health, I guess, and in my sort of overall fitness. But not in terms of like working out fitness, just in terms of like, maybe I'm in a bit of a valley right now. I'm okay to admit that, because I'm facing another revision to my knee. And so every time I get into like these dips, like, I think it's how you choose to get out of it, and whether or not you choose to get out of it, that really define you. So I could easily see myself just sitting on a couch doing nothing all the time, but you'd stay in that valley. And I want to get back up here somewhere.
So one of the things that I notice about you is that, when even in the midst of like really difficult, just emotional and physical hardship, I think you find something to focus on, something that will bring you a lot of joy. Even with the income that you got from the network marketing business with our company, that you saved it and you now opened up your own aesthetic.
I did. It's so
Like,
exciting.
or something like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I
like I was so blown away. Like, wait, hello, what is she doing now? Like, where does she have?
Is she crazy?
I mean, seriously, it's like, okay,
I
all
like to
right.
be busy, Tony. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, it just blew me away. I just admire your drive and ambition to keep going for just something that would just keep your soul on fire too.
Yeah. Well, I think you nailed it. Like, we all have to do what fills our cup. And almost 2 years ago, when I switched from another company that I had been with for about 3.5 years with a skincare company, and I came to health and wellness, it lit me up. It like reignited my passion, because I could suddenly see this enormous big picture of what network marketing could do for myself, but also what I could help someone else do. So I became really passionate about it. And even in saying those words quite proudly was something that I probably didn't do even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when I first started. It was sort of like, hush, hush, right? and then I started really seeing what it could do.
More.
Right. But it's different for everybody. Like, I'm not saying that everybody needs to have a network marketing business and open another one. This has been my personal experience, and I think it is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, because for me, my passion lies in doing things to help myself feel good and to help other people feel good and sort of realize their strengths. And I think that's why it ended up channeling into aesthetics, because I know that it makes me really happy to learn something new, makes me really happy to do something for myself. I'm
Yeah.
super proud of myself every time I walk into my office because I did that. I
Yeah.
did that, like with literally my two hands, hung the fake brick wall, and I did that. And I also was able to do that business because network marketing provided me the income to go to drop hours, to give away call, to do the things that for years I had said, I can't have an aesthetics business. I can't do that. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I can't go part time. I have to be home. All those things that I said, I was able to work hard to get them first, basically. And so I'm really, very vocal about how that all came about now, because I think that you could do whatever you want with it. Doesn't
Mhm.
mean that, this is just what was right for me.
It is.
Um,
And one of the things that I really like about our business is that you get to meet all people from all walks of life. So, like for instance, tonight we have a life coach. So she was Stephanie Britt. So she
mhm.
was just like us, a promoter for Lavelle. And then she opened her life coaching business because it's like a stepping stone to
Yep.
something even greater, whatever your calling, whatever your passion, whatever that really sets you on fire. Like she found that path, but she would have never really explored it unless through all the personal development that comes with network marketing business, right? That really makes you think about like, is this it or is there
Right.
more to my life?
Yeah, I've had a lot of conversations with her. Here's the shout out for Stephanie, but she, it really became a year of digging deep last year. 2020 for me, I would define it as
I'm losing you, Ericka. Okay. All right, guys. If Ericka's not coming back, I just wanted to thank everyone for tuning in. And Ericka, I'm gonna just hop off here. So I just wanted to highlight Ericka because she's an amazing human being and another wonderful CRNA. So everyone have a great day. Bye.